Hello. Welcome to my cozy atmosphere. This looks horror movie. I'm switching to my phone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all well. Today, I have a little fun video because I have seen a couple of these and I love watching them. So today we are going to be discussing my 2025 want to reads. More specifically, the 25 for 25. I did not make that up. That was someone else, but I do love it. So today we're going to be discussing the 25 books that I want to get to in 2025. I have a list, if I can find my list. I have a list of books that I want to prioritize this year. They are the books that I think are either going to be 5-star reads or I just really want to get to this year, and we're going to talk about them one by one. And if anyone's read any of these books and they're rubbish, please let me know, because I don't want to read them if they're crap. So leave a comment, that would be great. So the first book on the list is, of course, the one and only Onyx Storm. I am highly anticipating this read. It is probably going to be my first new release of the year that I want to pick up. I love Fourth Wing. I recently reread Fourth Wing and tabbed it. I'm just about to start Iron Flame. I can't wait. I'm preparing myself. I have been scouring clues for Violet's second signet. I have been looking for all the foreshadowing, thinking about what I think is going to happen, and I cannot wait. I'm anticipating this will be a 5-star read for me. The first book was a 5, the second book was a 4, but I feel like the second book has set up this book, so potential 5-star read incoming. The second book, I suppose book is more of a series, is I want to read the Windy City series. This series has been everywhere this year, all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all of my favorite YouTube. People have read it, some speak very highly of it, and I want to pick that up. And also in the series section, I guess, I also want to pick up the Shatter Me series. I believe there's a lot of books in this series, but it apparently is a very good time read, and a lot of people say this was like their entrance into reading big. I was Throne of Glass, but this is another one of those series that a lot of people say will be like the series that got them into reading. So I want to pick up the Shatter Me series. Then we have 2 cowboy romances, both being released this year, and that is Wild Side by Elsie Silver and Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. I fell in love with Elsie Silver and Lila Sage last year in 2024. It was a year of cowboy romance for me. I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed them. So this year, I would like to pick both of these up, the new releases, and see what is coming next. Next we have another new release. It is the last new release on my 25 for 2025, and it is Lore of the Tides by Annalise Brana. I was obsessed by the first book in this series earlier this year. I read it in one sitting. I picked it up and read it on the day that I bought it. I didn't expect to love it so much, but it has fae, a magical library, a mystery. It's got almost like a love triangle vibe going on. It's amazing. It's amazing. 5-star read this year. So the next book in the series is coming out, and I will be picking it up and reading it on the day of publish. So the rest of the things on this list will be, so from books 7 the whole way down to books 25, these are all books that I have on my physical to be read pile. I have all of the books on my lovely shelf over there, but I haven't got to them and I need to get to them. So I'm going to rapid fire through those, and then we'll check back at the end of the year and see how many I've gotten through. So first of all, we have The Poppy War. I'm scared to read this book. I'm scared that it's going to break me, but I do have the first and second on my shelf, so maybe I'll pick up the second if I like it. We also have Kingdom of the Wicked. I have Kingdom of the Wicked, the first book, on my shelf. I also have Throne of the Fallen, but I want to read the Kingdom of the Wicked series first, as I believe that's the right thing to do. And I haven't touched it, but Molly read it this year. Molly loved it this year, and it's a highly anticipated 5-star for me. Next we have We Hunt the Flame and potentially We Free the Stars if I enjoy the first one. I bought these books 2022. Still haven't picked them up, but they are going to be picked up this year, I am convinced. Next we have The Temptation of Magic. I see this all over TikTok. I see the author all over TikTok. I follow her and I've wanted to pick this up since I bought it. Haven't done it. It's coming. It's coming this year. It's coming. Next we have a Christmas book, and that is Gil and Crimson bought me this book for Christmas. She loves the series. She's been chatting about the series. She always references it. And I would like to read that. It is coming. Crimson, I promise it's coming. I will read this whole series, at least the first one this year, but hopefully the rest of the series. Next, I have Pucking Around. This was another book that Crimson bought me for Christmas. I actually purchased Crimson this book for her birthday because I want to get her more into sports romance, and then she purchased it back for me for Christmas so I could read it as a buddy read. So we will be buddy reading it this year, and if she doesn't buddy read it with me, then I'll read it by myself. The next three are series, not standalones, and they are series that I have read, and that is 13 is Throne of Glass, 14 is Akatar, and 15 is Crescent City. And I'm very, very happy to announce that on the podcast this year, we will be doing a deep dive book by book episodes on the Massverse. We are starting with Throne of Glass, and the first episode should be up maybe March time. I'll let everyone know when it's up, but I'm very excited. So we are reading about 5 chapters a day, starting on the 3rd of January. So 2 days from now. And I actually used my Christmas money this year to buy myself all of the hardback copies. I have purchased all of the hardback Throne of Glass books and all of the hardback Akatar books because I only had them in paperback. I did have Silver Flames in hardback, and I do have all of Crescent City in hardback, but I did not have Throne of Glass or Akatar, and that is the one thing I really, really wanted to purchase before the end of 2024, and I did. I'm still waiting on Heir of Fire and Kingdom of Ash. I had to order them from a different bookshop, but they are coming, and I'm going to have the full collection in hardback, and it's all I've ever wanted. So thank you to my family who gave me Christmas money this year, because that is what it went on. More books. What a surprise. So number 16 then is A Rivalry of Hearts. This was one of Molly's favourite reads last year. She read the ARC, I believe, but it is now out and she gifted it for me. No, she didn't. Georgia gifted it to me. My friend Georgia gifted that to me, and I'm very, very excited to read that. Then we have Phantasma. The second one comes out in 2025, I believe. But this was a highly rated. I'm pretty sure it's got like games in it. You know, like a championship, a challenge, a Hunger Games style-esque thing, which I love. It is my bread and butter, so hopefully that'll be fun. We have some cutesy cozy books. So we've got Rewitched and Teller of Small Fortunes. I purchased both of these last year. They are witchy, they are cutesy. I might keep them for Halloweeny time because I'm not a horror girly. I don't love a thriller. I'm not a horror. I do love a murder. I love murder mystery. Agatha Christie, Richard Osman style mysteries. But I may keep these for October time. So, because they're witchy, I believe. Number 20 is Beneath These Cursed Stars by Lexi Ryan. I actually have got a Lexi Ryan book on my January to be read pile. I believe it's These Hollow Vows, so I'm excited to pick up this one later on in the year because I wanted to read it last year and didn't get around to it. Then we have another book. Actually, all of these books are books that I wanted and didn't get around to. So we have When the Moon Hatched. I've heard very mixed reviews. I do not know if I'm going to like or hate this book. I feel like it's not going to be a like or hate. It's going to be a love or a hate. It's going to be one or the other. I'm scared. I've heard the world building is quite intense. There's a lot of information. It's very info dumpy. But I am excited to read it because it has dragons in it. So, yes. And also I have a beautiful, beautiful copy that my friend Olivia picked up for me in Waterstones. So I do want to make use of it, but I will report back on what I think of that one. We have the Inheritance Games. I have the first book on my shelf, but I would like to read the whole series. Something about this series has intrigued me for a very long time, but I've never got around to it. So hopefully my TBR jar will pick this for me very, very soon so I can read that. Then we have Fear the Flames, another book on my January to be read. A lot of people are saying that the indie published version of this is better than the traditionally published version, so that'll be interesting. A lot of people who said that they read like the ARCs or the version that was put out before it was like actually picked up and properly published in a physical copy was better. I do not know either because I have never read either. So I'm excited to pick that one up, and I will report back in my January wrap-up how I found that one. Then we have Stranger Skies. This is the second book in the Curious Tide series. I really wish I got to this last year but didn't. And the last one on the list is Immortal Longings. I don't like Chloe Gall. I love her. I love her writing style. Like, her writing style is lovely, but her stories just don't grip me. And I don't know why, because she's so highly rated, and I understand why people really like her books, but I just haven't. I didn't like Foul Lady Fortune. I DNF'd that. Is it These Violent Delights? Is that the other series by her? But Immortal Longings does look good. I am trying again because I really, really want to like her books. I really, really do want to like her books, but I just haven't so far. So I'll report back on that one eventually. But I am determined to read it this year because it is on my like read it or unhaul it list on my Notion of books that I think I might not enjoy, so I want to read them and donate them, or read them and pass them on as soon as possible to save space. But we'll see. That's all for today. A really quick one today, only like 10 minutes. I hope you're having a lovely 2025 so far. If you haven't started your goals for the year, that's totally fine. I haven't. It's only the first day, to be fair. I read this thing that was like, the first month of the year is your setup month, and then the rest is where you put in your goals. So if you don't start them until February, that's fine. That's okay. Enjoy relaxing now that we've hit a new year. Enjoy the new beginnings and pampering yourself and lots of self-care. You do not have to go to the gym straight away. That can wait for a little bit. I hope you're having a lovely week. I will catch you in another video. Leave a comment down below if you've read any of these books. That would be really wonderful. I want to know how you found them. If this is the first video in January you're watching from me, Happy New Year. Please subscribe. I want some new friends. Goodbye.